When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC.
Hi everyone, I'm Dreyer. Welcome to another extraordinary animal adventure here on Earth Odyssey.
Coming up, love is in the air. We'll find out why group hugs and grooming are key to survival at high altitudes. And young bucks with spring fever get loud in the forest. Plus one very tiny dancer in what could be the performance of a lifetime. And marine mammals cozy up on the beach until it's time for a battle of the bulls. All this and much more right now on Earth Odyssey.
Hi everyone, I am here with a very special guest, Dr. Raywyn Grant from Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, protecting the wild on NBC. It is so great to see you.
It is awesome to be here in the rainforest with you.
Well, you know, you don't just host a TV show about animals. You're an actual wildlife ecologist.
It's true. My area of expertise are North American bears, so black bears, grizzly bears, that kind of thing. But I got my start from watching nature shows like Wild Kingdom or things like Earth Odyssey.
Yeah, and here we are now in more of a jungle rainforest type environment. What are some of the things that stand out to you in a habitat like this?
I love this habitat. All around us are free-ranging monkeys, pygmy hippos, macaws. I mean, we've got a lot of biodiversity, but I gotta say the monkeys are my favorite. Now, these are Guinan monkeys that have this really cool social structure. They practice allo-parenting, so they actually kind of share the parenting amongst the whole group.
I wish I could do that.
Same. That would be nice.
That also reminds me of our first story about a troop of monkeys on the Tibetan Plateau.
Oh, let's get into it. I can't wait.
High in the mountain forests of southern China lives an impressive tree dweller. There aren't many animals that can survive the large seasonal swings of climate here. But the golden snub-nosed monkey thrives at extreme altitudes. Their home is a small region of the Tibetan Plateau between 6,000 to 13,000 feet above sea level. In winter, snow falls across the range, sending temperatures plummeting. It's thought that the monkeys' noses are snubbed to avoid frostbite. Their fine golden coats are marvelous insulators. Food becomes extremely limited once the fruit, nuts, and leaves are gone. So the monkeys must live off lichen, moss, and bits of bark. Intensely social and cooperative as these monkeys are, they still have to find ways to cope with rivalry for food and mates. As the seasons change, scarce resources breed intense competition. This species spends most of its time in the trees, but down on the forest floor, a brawl is brewing. A young challenger wants to take over one dominant male's role and breeding privileges. Baring his razor-sharp teeth, the dominant male tries to scare off the challenger, but the younger male persists. The group is whipped into a frenzy as their leadership hangs in the balance. Luckily, this battle is mostly bluff and bravado, without any physical harm. The challenger retreats to fight another day. Although the males compete for dominance in front of the whole troop, it's the females who ultimately choose their own partners. And he'd better be good at grooming. Their thick coats require constant care in this weather. If the females lose interest or grow cold to his caretaking and advances, he'll become the target for a takeover. And as loyal as they may appear now toward the alpha male, some females will also find other partners. It's a clever strategy, since male monkeys will protect their own genetic line. Family ties are a good hedge to keep little ones from harm. All this bonding and social cooperation help keep the whole troop healthy in the remote forests. Their offspring won't mature for 6 or 7 years, enough time to learn the key life lessons of this reclusive and endangered species. When we come back, this Call of the Wild is supposed to be romantic. Plus, a minuscule spider shows off some major talent. And meet the king of the beach with a nose for noise when Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Despite thousands of years of civilization, Europe's Mediterranean coast is still a place of refuge for animals. A moderate climate and warm summers create a rich natural environment. Dramatic shorelines, mountains, woodlands, and scrubs shape the region. Spotting wildlife in Italy's Maremma Park isn't always easy. But these fallow deer are out in the open. They have a destination in mind. They plan to cross the river and get to the woods on the other side. A dark, cavernous call fills the park's forests. It's the mating call of fallow bucks. Every autumn, the herd convenes in the dark woods, far from prying eyes, to select the best match. The does assess each suitor carefully. As Darwin clearly understood, in much of the animal world, it's the females that choose the best father for their young. And they mainly do so based on physical strength and good health. The opponents confront each other, assessing body size. All this activity is exhausting for the bucks, as they need to first fight rivals and then work to keep the females close by and away from the other males. If the bellowing, the parades, and the intimidation don't work, there is no option left but to fight. Mighty antlers collide violently and intertwine. Whichever pushes the opponent back wins. In the end, the one claims victory. The rival has to walk away, but at least with its head held high. Coming up, this creature's out-of-this-world colors are designed to get a special someone's attention. And these marine mammals cozy up on the beach until it's time for a battle of the bulls. More incredible animal stories still ahead on Earth Odyssey.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Looks aren't everything in the wild, but color, size, and even the right dance moves can make a difference when it comes to animal courtship. In Australia, one teeny tiny suitor is all about stepping up with his best self to attract a mate.
On the Australian coast, one animal has spent the night hiding in the sand inside a bubble woven of silk. The coastal peacock spider is a species of beach lovers surviving on the dunes. This male is only the size of a grain of rice. To get around, he's evolved an efficient form of locomotion. With each leap, he can move an astounding 40 times his body length. Before each jump, he anchors a safety line of silk in case he falls. But this one isn't his. He's not the only spider on the dunes. A female. Mating is the arachnid's ultimate goal. But female peacock spiders are cannibalistic. Peacock spider eyes can perceive the entire color spectrum, so he utilizes an optical illusion. The dark spots on his abdomen are super black. One of the most light-absorbent materials in nature. Perfect for making bright colors pop. Not just a dancer, he's on percussions as well. His abdomen makes subtle vibrations, which the female detects with sensory organs in her legs. He's within her striking distance. It's the moment of truth. Denied. But he's done enough to avoid becoming dinner. No one knows exactly what the perfect peacock spider dance routine is. But Australia is the only place on Earth where these vibrant performances are staged. Coming up, on this North American beach, elephant seal babies are peacefully packing on the pounds, but their dads are busy with a call of the wild. When Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
On the California coastline, powerful marine mammals have migrated back to the beach where they were born. And winter at this breeding ground can be a challenging time for male elephant seals. The males and females have been apart for many months. The females have spent the last 7 months getting ready to give birth, foraging mainly on fish in the open waters of the Pacific. The alpha males have spent the last few months gorging as much as they can along Alaska's continental shelf. On the coastline, there's a greater risk of predators, but a better chance to put on weight. Now, in breeding season, they'll intend to put all that blubber to good use. This giant beachmaster controls a patch of sand harboring around 100 females. Holding such a position is a constant job for the months the colony is on shore. Young males aren't big enough to compete until they're around 9 years old. Each mating season, the alpha males must go without food for 100 days or risk losing their mating partners. But the beachmaster has stored enough fat to tough out the long fast and stand his ground. Other males bark out a challenge, trying to trespass on the big bull's territory. One dominant male might breed with 40 to 50 females in the colony. The beachmaster needs to teach the young male a lesson. Eventually, the young upstart backs off. Even for older bulls, fighting is a costly exercise. It's much better to establish dominance without physical contact. Their large nose, or proboscis, serves as a loudspeaker, an instrument that actually inflates to amplify their roar. It's a vocal siren that's developed over many years, a signal of bravado, brawn, and age. The beachmaster will need to fight off numerous challengers, and battles can last anywhere from a few minutes to half an hour. Even though combat looks painful, injuries are rarely serious. Challengers learn to back down when the fight has been clearly won. Life can go on a bit more peacefully here on the beach until it's time for the colony to take to the sea again.
When it comes to animal families, love really is in the air. The so-called dawn chorus is the sound of male birds singing loudly on spring mornings, all to attract mates and defend their territory. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dreyer. Join us again next time on Earth Odyssey.